everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. Holy crap, I almost forgot what the frick I was saying. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new here, hello, my name is Steph. It's lovely to see your beautiful face today. Today we're going to be continuing our X-Men movies, and the next one we're watching is Apocalypse. I actually just finished watching Days of Future Past. The reason why I want to jump onto this one is because Days of Future Past absolutely fucking destroyed my brain. Not really, but there was a lot of confusion. X-Men in general is making me actually jump onto the next ones because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This feels so all over the place, like everything's being fucking thrown in. And now finishing Days of Future Past, I'm like, okay, well, technically we're here now. Everything else, fuck off, as Logan would say. I don't understand. So we're gonna be watching this one today. It's crazy because I'm just hoping that at some point I'm like, I get it, you know? And I'm just gonna keep going until I get there, I guess. So this will be fun. Also, if you want to see all of my reactions or have early access to my reactions as well as Discord access, or you have movie nights every month, we're also adding our private streams for Patreon so we can specifically talk about all of these things together, just because I feel like you guys know sometimes my brain gets a little jumbled with everything, and talking to you guys and kind of being able to have a conversation about all of the things that we're watching makes it easier for me to kind of be like, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this, you know? And we're also going to be starting anime, which I know you guys have asked me about a lot. We're also going to be starting a second YouTube channel, which I'll let you guys know about that one as well. There's a lot coming. And then I'm also going to be releasing new music, which I'm really excited about. If you didn't know, I am an artist. But yep, my artist name is JustStef if you want to go check it out. And then, goodness grace, that's all I can think about right now. I think it's just because I just finished watching that, so my brain's kind of like on the go. And I just want to see where are we, dude? Where the fuck are we? You know what I'm saying? So I think we're just gonna dive into it. And also, just a quick thing. I did watch the end credit scene for Days of Future Past. Don't know what the fuck that was about. Maybe we get a little bit of a clarity.
Mutants, born with extraordinary abilities. A gift can often be a curse. Give them the power of prophecy, and they may live in fear of the future. Give them the greatest gifts of all, powers beyond imagination, and they may think they are meant to rule the world.
This was the credit scene. The interference. Oh my god. That's a long ass fall. Thousands of miles. Shit.
Ah, meinst du das? Ja?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Y ahora que corran.
Komm mit mir!
Stehen bleiben! Hey, Sie sind da lang! Sie sind die Strafe!
You can transform.
It's a hero.
I'm nobody. I'm not a hero. Let's get out of here.
What's happened to them? Your parents?
They were taken from me when I was a little boy, but they're still here. Inside. And here. With you?
Is someone going to take you away?
Never.
Oh God, we're about to. We're about to.
It smells pretty old in here. Is this a school or a museum?
Oh!
No way.
Watch where you're going.
She plays Jean. That's so cool.
I'm telepathic. I read minds.
Well, stay out of mine. I don't need some weird girl creeping around in there.
Don't worry, Scott. There's not much to see.
Hey, wait! I didn't tell you my name.
No, you didn't.
Alex Summers? Hank McCoy! Where's the professor?
Break forth, blood. Let us now start fresh, without remembrance, rather
There's so many familiar faces.
that's going to be your assignment for tomorrow. Top marks, everyone, class dismissed.
Alex, it's good to see you. You look well. It's been a while.
These are all in the midst of those 50 years.
Why don't you take your bandages off and we can have a look at what we're dealing with here? There's a target just across the water. When you open your eyes, try and hit that. You can open your eyes, Scott. There's nothing to be afraid of. My grandfather planted that tree when he was 5 years old. That was probably my favorite tree.
Does that mean I'm expelled?
Oh, on the contrary. You're enrolled.
بيبي سيجارة هنا
ممنوع الدخول في المنطقة دي.
والسيجارة دي ليبيا
قلت ممنوع.
Please don't tell me that she's the one who unleashes this fucking thing. She is a curious soul, but... Oh, just kidding. They had to just finish the enchantment? Oh my... Oh sh...
Bed, please. Everyone. Jesse, back to bed. Carrie Ann, come on now. Back to bed.
What is it called? Like the villain arc? Sorry.
Never seen it like this.
All right. Don't let any of the children come this way.
I saw the end of the world. I could feel all this death.
It was just a dream.
So it felt real.
I know.
I'm afraid one day I'm going to hurt someone.
Everyone fears that which they do not understand. You will learn to control your powers. And when you do, you'll have nothing to fear. My nightmares were different this time.
Well, it could account for something I saw when I was in my lab earlier. There was some kind of tremor. But the epicenter was halfway around the world. That's why I was hoping you could take a look.
Let's see what we can find.
Oh shit. Oh.
Welcome, Professor.
The source came from Cairo. Put in the coordinates. It's her.
Who?
Moira.
What? Moira McTaggart? And give me the details.
Well, she looks amazing. She's barely aged a day.
No. I meant, what is she doing there?
I'm going to go there.
See if she knows something about the tremor.
You want to go see Moira?
I want to go check her out, check out the situation.
You did a good thing. You saved that man.
We have to go.
This is our home. This is our daughter's home.
We are her home. I need you to trust me now. Can't stay here anymore.
I'll get Nina. Sweetheart.
Oh God. Dude.
Nina!
Nina!
Shit.
Nina? Wszystko w porządku?
Nic jej nie jest.
No to puść ją.
Zrobimy to. Ale musimy porozmawiać. Ale nikt w tym mieście tak naprawdę się nie zna.
Ty mnie znasz. Jestem Henryk Górski. Jakub, jadłem kolację w twoim domu.
I ty kłamałeś cały czas. Puściłem mordercę do mojego domu.
How the fuck does that make sense?
Czy to ciebie zwą Magneto?
Say no.
Możesz mnie aresztować. Proszę, wypuśćcie moją córkę.
Idź z matką.
Nina, przestań. Nina.
Powstrzymaj go. Ona tego nie kontroluje.
Nina.
A boi się was.
Przestań. Przestań.
Oh my God, you're fuck. How do you let go of a damn fucking arrow looking, bro?
Nina. Nina, no, please, please.
I just hate it because he saved someone at work. That is what they saw. That's what pisses me off. Even, you know, like.
Is this what you want from me? Is this what I am? Is this what I am?
What's crazy to me is that if it's not one thing, it's another. Storm 2?
Great fighter. She's my hero. I want to be like her. There's some food here. Not much.
Bacteria.
What are you doing?
Weapon. Never before has man possessed so much.
Welcome to the 80s.
This world needs to be wanted.
What are you doing?
Making you stronger, my goddess.
If I can't, I go with you.
I told you, I work alone.
Oh God, are these his disciples? Shit.
Like Caliban said, we are closed, yeah?
I need your help, my child. You are all my children, and you're lost because you follow blind leaders. No more.
What do you want?
I want you to feel the full reach of your power. You've only had a taste of your true strength. Unlike others, I want to set you free.
I know the kind of mutants you're looking for, and I know where to find them.
Oh shit. What?
You could start it
Hey,
together.
get me here about Eric.
Eric, yeah, of course. Of course.
I think he might be in some kind of trouble.
Isn't he always?
Oh, oh God. The one who ratted him out. Oh!
Forever.
Henryk, proszę cię. Nie rób tego.
My name isn't Henrik. My name is Magneto. Who the fuck are you? Stay back. Don't try to stop me from killing these men.
I'm not here for them. I'm here for you.
Who are you?
Elohim, Shen, Ra. I've been called many names over many lifetimes. I was not there for you, my son, but I am here now.
Bro, this is fucking crazy. How in the...
But I do.
I can't even...
Feel the metal in the ground.
About how this is gonna go down.
Everything they've built will fall. And from the ashes of their world, we'll build a better one.
Lensha was identified yesterday in this small town in central Poland. Leaders from all communities are urging their citizens to remain
Peter.
and armed forces and proceed with caution, as he is considered extremely dangerous.
So if a mutant, let's say, doesn't want to go...
I'm good, playing Pac-Man.
This god. What is he gonna do, kill him?
But trust me, this won't end well. Nothing does with him.
I'm not afraid of him.
You should be.
And that's why you're not in your natural blue form.
I'm not gonna be the face of a world that doesn't exist.
Things are better. The world is better.
Maybe in Westchester.
He has so much, like, hope and good.
Just because there's not a war doesn't mean there's peace.
It's like that realism.
Otherwise, they might as well live in this house for the rest of their
You
lives.
still sound just like him. You sound just like Eric.
It just sucks because it's like
why
the
I'm
reality of everything.
He's resurfaced.
There's always gonna be
had a
some
wife.
kind of,
And a child, they were killed.
like, evil out there. I feel like something's always bound to happen, and I don't know.
Where are you, Eric?
I want to know, like, all of his powers. Like, I want to understand all the shit he can do right now, especially for all the transfers of the mutations itself, from jumping from body to body.
Hello, old friend. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I feel your pain and your loss. You think because you can see into my head, you know how it feels. What happened to them, it was terribly wrong. But come back to us. I can help you.
Ugh, dude, they're opposition. Like,
Think of
sorry,
your wife, think of your daughter. What would they have wanted? No one have wanted to
I can't
live.
say that word. But the opposition between both of them.
They took everything away from me. Now, we'll take everything from them.
See, what can he,
Hank, he's not alone.
like, what can he know from just looking?
What do you see?
The answer.
Oh my God.
Thank you for letting me in.
Charles? I've never felt power like this before. Charles, get out of there.
What's going on? What's happening?
Can they cut the cord or something?
No more spears. No more slings.
Holy mother of fucking shit.
No more swords.
No more weapons. No more systems.
And the orchestra?
Charles! shut down!
China, England, Israel, India. Everybody's got nukes in the air.
Where are they going? Up.
Us.
Straight up.
Alex!
Or
Destroy everything! Destroy Cerebro!
how the fuck?
Wreak havoc.
Damn, imagine how liberating he feels, like liberated he feels.
But you can never strike gold!
No.
Charlie, you okay?
That was the fastest fucking destruction. Oh my lord.
Alex?
All will be revealed, my child.
Stop! No!
Yeah. Dude, I fucking love these scenes, dude. It's so sick. He's so awesome, dude.
Where did you...
I was looking for the professor. I thought he lived here.
Please remain calm. Medical assistance is on the way.
Wait! Fine!
Medical assistance is on the way.
I want her! Him! Him!
Fucking shit, bro.
And her!
What do we do?
Keep quiet.
X-ray 7, I'm doing a final sweep of the ground.
But they have...
Clear!
Okay.
We gotta help them. Kurt, can you get us in that thing? You want to get in there?
I thought the nukes were turned towards...
They won't see us, trust me.
But that also wouldn't make sense. Are they just in the air right now? I thought he was gonna like blow up the fucking world or some shit. Unless he's like doing something first. All the mutants.
You saw it, didn't you? The glory of what's to come.
See?
You're going to take part in all this killing? It's all I've ever known.
No, it isn't. You've just forgotten.
No, Charles. I remember.
Este siempre tiene un...
Your way
like...
doesn't work.
I've shown him a better way. A better world.
No, you've just tapped into his rage and pain. That's all you've done. Whatever it is you think you saw in me, Charles, I buried it with my family.
It's the same thing as I think it was First Class.
There's some kind of animal in there.
It's a man.
Who is he?
It's not...
A part of him's been taken away. Some kind of weapon.
Did you find them?
For a second, I thought it was, nah. No. It is? It's Wolverine. Ah! Fuck.
Weapon X is loose. I repeat, weapon...
You sure he's not an animal?
Yeah, I guess he just got a hold of him somehow. He knows everyone's gonna, like, dead anyway. He might as well just leave.
Stop, wait. I can help you.
Jean.
Found a piece of his past and gave it back to him. Just a few memories I could reach.
That's the last we've seen of that guy.
Bitch! Did Stryker just fucking... Did he just leave? Screw everybody. Screw my team.
The ground is full of magnetic elements. Iron, nickel, cobalt. The ocean's floor is lined with them too. It's already begun. Land masses will slow it, but not for long. Anything built since the Bronze Age will be wiped away. The death toll will be...
He's talking about the whole goddamn world.
Like, at that point, what are you gonna do? As a human, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, just in general. What are you... Especially knowing that, you know?
He's going to transfer his consciousness into the professor. If he does that, he'll have the power to control every mind in the world.
You guys help Nightcrawler get into the pyramid. Get Charles.
I'm thinking about everybody's mutation.
How are we gonna get through that? I can get you in there.
And everything that's going on with Charles. Can Peter...
The rest of you, get Charles on this plane and get him out of here.
It's,
We're not
yeah.
leaving without you.
Don't worry. We'll catch up.
It's just not knowing exactly what kind of powers this guy has transferred over to himself. So what exactly does he, or can he, you know, do that goes against their mutations? I think that's the hard part about going into this. Like, I meant from their perspective, having to stop this, like, transition from happening or transfer.
In the pyramid, move!
Oh shit, now they're up against each other again. Gene should just hold his head and fucking turn that shit.
Split them up.
That's what the fuck I would do, bro. Take the glasses off. Just fucking point. Oh wait, he can see though, right? When that's happening? Because he did it with a target. I was gonna say, what the fuck? She's like some kind of fucking Power Ranger or some bullshit? I just get mad, dude.
I know you think you've lost everything, but you haven't. You have me. You have Charles. You have more family than you know. You never had the chance to save your family before, but you do now.
And you?
Is he gonna tell him?
I'm here for my family too.
Turn your head faster. What exactly can... Dude, it's the same issue that I've had before with X-Men, man.
Get out!
Professor, it's okay, you're with us. I'm gonna go fight for what I have left. Are you?
I know you can hear me. We're still connected.
Charles! Charles!
See, this is the question that I had about Peter. With not knowing this guy's, like, actual... all of the mutations that he... or the power of the mutations that he possesses.
Peter. End him.
Raven.
The great hero.
I'm going out there.
I'm going with you.
No.
Now that she saw her.
It's me he wants.
Charles, you can't give yourself up.
You are feeble, just like the others.
It would have...
There is still some part of me connected to him.
Thank you for letting me in.
What the fuck is Magneto doing? Is he just standing there, fucking medals around him? What is going... what the...
You want what I have?
What
You
the
want to
fuck,
feel what
dude?
I feel?
He's just like flying there, fucking levitating, looking at this shit. That...
Welcome to my world.
Oh, now it's like a mind... mind versus mind now? Oh, yeah. Yes.
You betrayed me.
No, I betrayed them.
I'm sorry, this... it feels like... I'll talk about it after. It seems a little repetitive, this whole thing with Magneto. It's like fucking... he like villainizes himself and then it's like, you know...
Jean, help me.
It's over, Charles. You're finished. You're mine now.
You are alone, and I am not. Unleash your power, Jean. No fear. Unleash your power! Let go, Jean! Jean, let go!
He's getting away.
All is revealed.
All is revealed. Why did she do that?
We've lost him. He's gone.
Charles.
You can still feel him.
So this is how he lost his hair?
I'm sorry. I should never have taken those from you.
Hold on!
What did I miss?
So he just kind of
I think our prayers were answered.
so he just kind of sent all the all the just everything into outer space? I think it's a little bit funny that they like constructed.
Mystique told me he is your father.
The world's already begun rebuilding its arsenals.
It's human nature, Charles.
I still have hope.
Oh, yes. Doesn't it ever wake you up in the middle of the night, the feeling that one day they'll come for you and your children?
It does indeed.
What do you do when you wake up to that?
I feel a great swell of pity for the poor soul that comes to my school looking for trouble.
Goodbye, old friend.
Good luck, Professor.
You're not kids anymore. You're not students. You're X-Men.
Here we go. Okay, the ending, not the ending, I'm sorry. The credit scene of this one kind of makes me feel like the credit scene of Days of Future Past. Jesus, I feel like there was a lot in this movie. First of all, I did start saying this at the end, but said I would kind of say it in the outro. I think it's kind of funny that we have Magneto and Jean like rebuilding the school. But in my mind, I'm like, they're rebuilding this, but the entire world is like fucked up right now. So I just find that kind of funny, I guess. I think there's a lot of background details that feel like they were just kind of like thrown behind the, what is it called? Thrown behind the shoulder, behind the back, whatever. I feel like there was a lot of that in this movie. For example, this, unless I'm just like not understanding well, but that when they're like rebuilding the school, obviously after that fucking apocalypse shit happened. Also, Havoc's death, or Scott's brother, that was quick. I feel like that was really quick. And there was no, I mean, I guess I understand that there was like a lot going on, but it just felt like it was never spoken about again. Again, I know there was a lot going on, but it just felt like very quick and just like, make him die, cool, if that makes sense. What else? There was a couple of things that just kind of felt like quick with it and then kind of just thrown out there. I guess you could also say like Wolverine, he showed up for a bit. I honestly thought he would show up later in the movie somehow. But again, I guess that also, not again, but I guess that makes sense just because of everything that just happened with Stryker and then Jean giving him back a little bit of memories from his past. But that was a quick scene of seeing him there. Also with Psylocke, or with Storm too, I feel like the villains that Apocalypse had, I feel like they were very thrown in the background, except for obviously Magneto. But especially seeing Storm in the last couple of films, I feel like I just feel like she had a lot more to offer, you know what I'm saying? Especially with Apocalypse like amplifying their powers. I don't know, I feel like a lot could have been done with that. And also the ending of the movie with Jean, right? I thought that was really fucking cool. You know, like let your power, you know, the fear in her and then, you know, having to come to basically kill Apocalypse by embracing her mutation. I feel like it's just a lot of background detail that I wish they would have, including this part with Jean, like knowing a little bit more about her story when she was younger, coming to terms with her mutation, and then obviously with what happened with Apocalypse. Also, Apocalypse gives me it makes me feel a little bit like Thanos. Just fucking world domination. Like we need to cleanse this world type feel. And he was also very quick with basically taking a hold of Charles. When that scene happened, it was so fucking quick. And I thought that was I thought that was cool. Like the whole his story in itself of how, I don't know, his connection to Thanos, just kind of, I don't know, I compared them a lot throughout the film. I did have a question in between the film. After everything that happened with Apocalypse, Psylocke, she just like made a face and then walked away. I don't understand why. I also don't know if this is something that's maybe like more emphasized in the comics. Obviously I haven't read them. So when I see Psylocke, I'm like, what just happened? Because everything went down and then she just looked, and then it kind of seemed more of like a I'm over this, like disappointed type, and then she just walked away. And I remember watching that scene and I was just like, why did she do that? I was confused why Peter didn't tell Magneto about him being his son in that small like moment. I don't understand why he didn't say anything. Oh, I also wanted to talk about the whole Magneto thing. I know there was a point where I was just like, this seems kind of like a repetitive cycle for Magneto and Charles. I feel like they're constantly battling back and forth with their opposed beliefs on the world and mutants being together, being apart, dominate, you know, like all of those. I feel like it's like a constant conversation or constant like plot in these films when it comes to them too. My favorite scenes though, which I'm sure you guys know already, but my favorite scenes have been with Quicksilver. I think he's so fucking cool. Every scene, and even with Days of Future Past, I just love seeing those kind of scenes where with him in it. And I'm trying to think of what else. I think it was really cool seeing Wolverine. Obviously he ran into Stryker at some point, but I remember ending Days of Future Past with Mystique being Stryker, and for a moment you're like, oh, is she gonna save him from Stryker? And we don't know exactly what happened between those years, but obviously he grabbed a hold of Logan at some point. Also, I don't know who it says, SX Company, I think it said, or something like that, with when they went into and they were also cleaning up too. I think the only thing that I was thinking about when they grabbed the Weapon X sample, I was just thinking of Deadpool, because at this point in time, that's kind of where we're at. Especially because, yeah, that's where we're at. So I don't know. That's like the only thing I could think of, only because of the whole Project 11 with Deadpool. And I was questioning that in the last film about Logan and Stryker. I also did want to talk about this. I think there was a point in this film where I was kind of mentioning it, but I had said that it's the same issue that I have with the other X-Men films, or just like X-Men in general. I think it's really hard for me to, I guess, grasp everything that's kind of going on, only because I just feel like we don't know all the background details of everything, I guess you could say. Because even with Apocalypse, I kept asking myself, what mutations were transferred over to him? Like, what is he specifically able to do? And because my mind starts running and I start questioning, like, well, for example, with Peter, I was like, well, if Peter did this, would he see it coming? Maybe not. Would he be able to get into that time space that Peter's in? Like, you know, you start questioning all of these things, but you can't really know. You just kind of have to watch it and go along with, like, that's all you can kind of do. And the reason why I bring that up so much is because when we were watching the other Marvel films and stuff, you can grasp to everybody's character and everything that they're able to do, and what can backfire with them. Like, you can know all of those details, and then as you watch the film, you can kind of not predict, but you can, I don't know how to explain it. I guess my brain likes to follow along that way when it comes to knowing all the details of the film and the characters and the mutations and things like that. It's just, I don't know, I just think it's nicer to know all of that. And I feel like with X-Men, that is like one of the issues that I have, where you just can't really know exactly what mutations they have and what they're able to do and what work on them or not work on them. It kind of like with Psylocke, I was like, I don't remember seeing her in the other films, but I also know that they switched a lot of the characters. So I was trying to remember if I've seen her. And even then I was just like, what is it exactly that she does? And again, it didn't even really feel necessary because there was just not a lot of background info. And also, when Apocalypse had, I know they were talking about like the 4 horsemen or something like that. I thought it was very interesting that the horsemen were like the first mutants he kind of, I guess you could say, like ran into, or I thought he was kind of going for them, like the, I guess you could say the strongest mutants, like for example Jean, or I know Magneto obviously, but like once he said that of them being like the strongest, I guess it also comes from his power and amplifying theirs, I guess you could say. So maybe it doesn't really matter the type of mutant that they are. I don't know, but I found that interesting that the 4 horsemen, quote unquote, were just the first mutants that he was just looking for them, I guess. I thought that was interesting. Also, with the weapons and the nukes and everything that he sent up towards space, another background thing. I was like, okay, so they're up there, and where are they? Like, what's going on? I just feel like there's a lot that wasn't like mentioned. But I think that's why my brain gets so confused, because I wish to know these things. I want to know like specifically all of it. I don't know if maybe it's just like the curiosity in me of just wanting to kind of understand like what exactly happened. But there was like so much, I don't know how to explain it. There was just so much like jumping. There was so much going on, and it wasn't a bad film, but that was my other question about the nukes. I did mention that already too, but he like sent them towards space, and then what happened? And I also was kind of wondering about this. I just think it, honestly, I don't even want to question it, only because X-Men in general, like the whole mutant thing, I think it's really cool in general about the mutations and things like that, and the gene and all of that. But for me, I just feel like it's so hard for me to grasp and follow along, because it's such a complex, it's just so complicated. Like there's no consistency in knowing, okay, well, it's just genetic and it can be any mutation. And the only reason why I say that is because of Magneto, and then we have Quicksilver as a son, and they're completely different mutations. So it's just like this gene, it's just this gene that you have a mutation from, and then I don't know. It gets super complicated. And then also the question that I was trying to avoid right now was the fact that X-Men are a couple of mutants that we've come to know. But besides that, with other mutants, it's like, why wasn't it anybody else part of the, I guess maybe that would that be more me like reading the comic books and things like that? Because again, continuing the sentence I was saying, like, why isn't any other mutant like part of X-Men? Why is it these specific ones? Does that make sense? Like with Psylocke, like why isn't she part of the X-Men? Especially with this entire thing going down, I think it was just her who walked away. Yeah, I think it was just her. We obviously know Magneto walked away, but I'm just saying in the context of like Storm and just like all of the main X-Men that we know. So just a lot of questions, I feel. I think there's just like a lot for me in the X-Men movies that have a lot of inconsistencies in so many ways, I feel. And I think that's why I get so confused, because I think when I watch a film, especially like this, again, even with like the last, like all the Marvel movies we've already watched, it's so nice to follow along and be able to follow along with all of the complex details that they give us. And when it comes to this, it's like you just have to watch and enjoy. Like, don't I don't know, I think I even said it throughout the film too. I think it just makes me feel like I just need to watch it and not just not go into too many details on it and just kind of enjoy it for what it is. And that's why I feel like not, I guess you could say confused, but I guess I don't enjoy it as much as I would want to because of that. And yeah, I even remember like when we first started X-Men and I thought X-Men was Wolverine. And when we even started the very first film on X-Men, I was like, this is cool, but it makes it's a lot of details I feel like I wish I could just have. I don't know if maybe the comic books are different and they give a lot more detail on all the characters and the timelines and the dynamics and the mutations and the mutants and all of that. But that is specifically one thing about this that I'm just like, ugh, it's difficult for me. But besides that, I enjoyed the film. I think I would rewatch it, to be honest, just to kind of do the same thing I'm doing now, I guess. I really love the Quicksilver scenes. Also, I got upset during the film too when Apocalypse had Mystique and he was basically just fucking killing her. And then we have Magneto. I swear I remember him, you know, levitating and doing all his stuff. And she was right there. Like he looked, I feel like I want to check again. I'm going to check right now. Even with the part, because the whole Peter part came first. It was that and then Mystique. But yeah, he was looking down. This is, oh God, this is what makes it so fucking difficult for me. When it comes to Magneto and his like back and forth of emotions when it comes to all of it, because you can understand that obviously there's a depthness to Magneto and it's obviously the love that he has and there's a lot of shit that's happened in his life and that's why he's normally the villain or why all of this shit goes down and he's angry and he's hurt and he's broken. He's going through a lot of shit, you know? But I feel like Mystique was such like I feel like Mystique was such a big part of his life. So when I think about, oh my gosh, it's just the back and forth with his emotions. And I'm just like, you're watching Apocalypse basically kill Mystique. Like he's choking her out, you know, and he's watching this, but he's just like there. And I don't know. Like I understand his character, but then at the same time, I'm just like, it just leaves me questioning. And I'm like, you don't, from what I've seen, this is a moment for you to just like step back and save Mystique. I don't know. But then that also comes from knowing the rest of the movies when fucking they had, oh God, then everything else is erased. So why the fuck does it matter? But then again, it's still his character, so it's still in him, right? Jesus. This is what I mean. It's so, to me, it's the inconsistencies in the, not only of everything that's going on, but like the dynamics of the characters themselves is like hard for me to grasp. And that's why I got upset, because I'm like, you're fucking watching this go down and you don't care. But once we start our private streams talking about the films and stuff that we watch, I swear to God, we're going to start with X-Men because of all of this. I want to talk about I want to have a conversation about all of these films and the timelines and the character dynamics, all of these things I want to talk about. The mutations, the questioning thing about why is it those specific people in X-Men? Gina, everything. I want to talk about everything. And your guys' opinion on all of it too. But geez, well, I guess besides that, we're gonna go on to the next film. But I did really want to watch this one, you know, after we just watched Days of Future Past. I really wanted to, you know, I was a little bit more at ease with just like knowing that, you know, all those 50 years, I believe it was, that got erased, and now we start here and we're kind of a little bit on a new page. But it's still a little bit with the issues that I had ever since starting X-Men, so that's the hard part for me. Besides that, I will see you guys for the next film. Please make sure to comment down below what you guys thought about this one and the last one, and then just in general with, if you guys do understand what I was trying to say with the whole dynamics and the mutants and the gene and all the background details that felt kind of thrown out there too. and the timelines and all of that jazz. I just kind of want to see what you guys thought about it, especially those of you who have read the comics. I don't know how different they are compared to it. My editor has spoken a little bit about it after I watched the films. But yeah, if you guys have anything else to say, please make sure to write it down below and I will read through them. And I will see you guys for the next one. Please make sure to eat, make sure to rest, and make sure to stay hydrated.